We have a chance to do something legendary. We could sweep the first 2 rounds of the playoffs against prime rivals of ours, if that makes sense. I did not word that correctly, but you know what I'm trying to get at. We defeated the Toronto Maple Leafs, an arch rival of the Canadiens, in 4 games. We have a chance to do the same thing to another arch rival of the Montreal Canadiens, the Boston Bruins. These 2 teams go way back in history, and we can write more history of our own tonight on home ice. I want to knock these guys out right here, right now. Get the series done and over with. Get rested. Not that we really even need the rest. We're coming off of a first round sweep. We were healthy and prepared to play this series from the get-go, and that has been quite evident. I mean, to be honest, I'll say this. Boston's been a hard-fought opponent. It's been hard to win all 3 games, specifically Game 1. Remember back at the TD Garden that we stole Game 1 away from the Boston Bruins. It took us forever to reach the back of the net past Tuukka Rask, but we go again for Game 4. I'm going to elevate this into the zone, dump in. We're recording shortly before Christmas holiday, a couple of handful of days out from the actual Christmas holiday. It's that Christmas season time of the year. Feeling really good about it in the real world. In the game world, obviously, it is the summertime. Oh, my goodness. And I was almost feeling like I had a Christmas gift right on the doorstep with Matt Duchene with that move. We scored a sick goal in the last game. Lucic is free and a big save from Carey Price. We had a sick goal, probably the best highlight reel goal I've ever scored in this game, with Sukai Ming in the last one in Game 3. We send it in front. It taps off of Marchand. The net has slightly come free. Nudged off the moorings by, was it Max Pacioretty that ran into the net? This is the save that Price had on Milan Lucic to open the game here. The first 2 minutes of Game 4. We got the Bruins goal song is playing in here. Is that a bad omen? Hopefully not. The Canadiens DJ, he knows. He's not afraid of the Bruins goal song. Nice pass, DJ. Look at that. Whoa! Look at the pass. Look at this. LeBlanc. Oh, nice try for the inside-out move. I was not even impressed with the move by LeBlanc. It was the stretch pass to find a wide-open Louis LeBlanc. Mig works back to the point. D to D. We're going to swing it. Shoot. Low to the ice. Deflection in front. LeBlanc. This second line is doing work. Back down low. Come on, get your money, honey. Come on, Hedman. Uh-oh. Ferland, we're going to dive. I thought Ferland was going to shoot. He pulls up, waits for teammates, and that actually is going to bail the Canadiens and Carey Price out of a near risky possession for the Bruins. So what would this be for us? If we can win tonight and advance, it almost looks like we are all but certain to advance out of this series, by the way. But if we can finish the job, this would be our 3rd conference final appearance, I believe, in the GM mode. 3 out of 6 years, right? 3 out of 6 seasons. Every time we've gone to the conference final, we have advanced and, of course, won the Stanley Cup. So we have a lot of good history on our side in this GM mode. Across the Heatley, save by Rask. You have to take the surefire shot. That was a good play to the back door. If you're going to make the pass, make it early. Brassard is offside. We've got a helmetless Bruin somewhere wandering around on the ice surface. This is the backdoor opportunity that Danny Heatley just had. And that's who the helmetless player is as well, Dougie Hamilton. You could have almost given the puck back on the pass if you're Danny Heatley, but anyway. Let's indeed get down to business. Elimination time for the Boston Bruins. That's what they're facing tonight anyway. In front, centered for Marchand, but it's going to be kicked away. We actually held the blue line for a moment there with Victor Hedman. I'm going to pull up and just kick it down low. Okay, Pacioretty. Across to Duchesne, now up top to Subban, across to Hedman. Shoot it, wrister. Oh, deflection goal, Max Pacioretty. And the Habs take the lead in period 1 here in game 4. I was just trying to wrist it because I didn't want any turnovers. I settled it, looked for a moment at what my options were. There was no chance to take a slap shot. Just needed to wrist it, and it was a great decision as it turned out to be, because on the way through it hit the stick of Max Pacioretty and into the net. And we hear L'Oreal, which is the goal song. I elaborated on that, I believe. And correct me if I'm mispronunciating the word as well, the name of the goal song, but we have changed the goal song. I elaborated on that. I believe it was in the last video or one of the most recent videos here in this Bruins series. Turnover to Ryder, and he missed the net wide. We're in a fluster in our own zone. Let's get this puck out of the way here. Puck shield around. Gallagher taking it hard to the net, but he's going to be taken off the puck by McEwen. That was well defended by the Bruins defenseman Seidenberg in his own zone. They find the stretch pass again offside, and because that was a pass from the defensive zone, that should become a D-zone face-off for the Bruins. And how does Ryder not hit the net here? Price comes out the challenge. I think that's the bigger part that had a hand in that play, is the fact that Carey Price challenged the shooters so aggressively. 13-13 to go with a face-off loss here from Su Kai Ming. Did not win the face-off in the attacking zone following the Bruins offside play. And it doesn't quite work out like an icing, because the Bruins could change off the offside as opposed to an icing, but it does lead to a D-zone face-off much like an icing. And speaking of icing, I think this is going to go for an icing. No, it is just short of the goal line. It would have brought on an icing against the Canadiens. Lots of big passes here from the Bruins. Worked out nicely for him so far, only to probably end up dumping it in here. No, yes, Hamilton, he'll dump it in just inside the blue line. We're going to reverse that back up the boards where it was sent in from. And I have Matt Duchesne at center ice. We're going to take this. We got to take this with speed. We'll go to the outside. It's fine. We'll get flushed out for a moment. Nice pivot move. No one's going to get open, so we'll drop this back to the point. Subban. Okay. Well, that's not fair. Nothing in life is fair, including my team eliminating the Bruins in 4 games. I think the Bruins would say that's not fair, but I don't care if it's fair. Nice play. Coming in off the bench. Who is this? Cutback move. Oh! Oh! Oh my goodness! No way, Matt Duchesne. Oh, that was sweet. I cut back against the defender. The puck did get free, so I think he did get a stick on that. But we recollect and gather right there. Oh, went off the skate. We basically dangled out. Who is number 23 here? We basically kind of dangled him. What was Tuukka Rask doing? Looked like he tried to cover the puck. I understand it kind of fell through the crease before Duchesne recollected and shot it into a wide open cage. The vibes are high. Is there a conference final appearance in our future here in Season 6? Rakshani to the outside, leaves it for Eller. Oh my goodness, sent it front for Rakshani, but it's a shame he was a right-handed shot. That return feed back out in front was not going to happen. I'm feeling creative right now in this gameplay. The creative juices for me are certainly flowing, especially with that Duchesne goal, that little move that I made to fake out the defender. I've scored some really nice goals against the Bruins in this series. It's a shame that Lyles had come off the bench, and he will draw a tripping penalty from the likes of Bickle. What is Whoa, Tuukka Rask. He was flying to the bench there. What would have happened if I ran into him? That's what I want to know. Nice step-up hit by Babchuk. It'll be 2 minutes in the box for Brian Bickle, and that'll be a coffee break for him. It's that classic play. You're behind the player, the puck carrier, and if you go for that poke check from behind, it's almost guaranteed to end up in the skates to lead to a penalty. So the Bruins really, they need this power play. I'm not gonna give them anything from the power play. I'm gonna dump that behind the net of Rask. It will settle for Vatanen off of the glass up to Sagan. They are making some really big passes in this game, something that I would like to shut down very quickly. I don't want to give them any hope or any optimism. Windmill move? Well, that's not a windmill move, but we don't need to do one here with Louis LeBlanc. wonderful hands, number 22. Defending off the zone or off the entry into the zone is going to be so important, and we did a nice job there with Hedman. I'm going to lay that along. LeBlanc, you get to do it one more time. Oh my goodness, he's got some interesting moves in his back pocket. Nothing has worked out quite right for him so far, but he does have the moves. Good stick, and we will clear this one this time. Okay, well, Karan knocks it down, and do not let Karan score here. Subban out of the scrum. We're going to saucer this behind or into Lyles, rather. He'll knock it down. That keeps it from going the full length of the ice. Bruins pick it up on a change there with Dougie Hamilton. Brassard to the interior. Blocked by Hedman, is on its way through on the shot. Brassard gets this one on. Subban can gather. Subban can clear. I believe that will be the end of the power play opportunity for the Bruins. Caught glove to stick by Dougie Hamilton. He's battling against Su Kai Ming here. Yeah, he will win the battle for the time being. Skates it away and dumps it in. Babchuk reverse. Back up the weak side boards. I've got help on the far side of the rink to Lars Eller. Cut back against the grain. Send it down low. That's going to be deflected, but Marchand gathers. Centered. And it'll deflect before I can make the centering pass. That's a shame. Duchesne trying to work from behind the net. We'll throw it off the net. That actually buys us time. Trying to center for Lars Eller. Couldn't quite get it there, but I like the creativity. The actually shooting the puck off the back of the net helped me and bought time for myself there. Krug off the boards. A little hard for Lars Eller. Picked up in the D zone by Lyles. He'll fling it along to his teammate Cole, and a headman pass strong to Karan. He'll skate it in on the forehand here, sends it in front. Be knocked down again by the Canadiens defense. Defending this is Dumoulin against Karan. Karan to the point. Shot is blocked. It'll be Bickle. Nice move by Bickle. Sent along for Chalmerson. We'll do a move to get to the outside. We are indeed offside on this. Man, a lot going on that sequence. Now, if that's the best that they can get all evening long, if that's like the best play that they can generate, I can live with that. I can 100% live with that. That's what we're going to give up to this team. That's fine by me. Oh, dumped in off the face. Price, you got to play this. Price, you got to play that. Oh, never mind. No, you don't. Dumoulin. That was a right play along the boards. It's unfortunate that LeBlanc had to gather and absorb some contact. We're just throwing the puck along the boards and hoping that we get it out. It's a hope and a prayer play for us right now to get it out of our own end of the rink here. Babchuk, saucer. Perfect. Cross rink. Return feed. Okay. Well, it was a return feed at the end of the day. Look at Kamaya. Back up top. This is Subban. Cut away from the pressure. Pull back. Slap shot. Low to the ice. Oh, it hit the end boards. Get off of me. Get off of me. I don't want anything to do with this contact. Flung on the net. Blocker save by Tukaresk. Slinging it along the weak side boards. There is a player there in Ferland to pick it up. Bickle is offside. Nice toe drag move. Oh. There is some frenetic pace in this gameplay right now, and unsurprisingly to me, Su Kai Ming is in a how many way tie for the lead. He's at least in a three-way tie, I think I saw, for the lead in goal scoring. Nice pressure on the forecheck. Get this back. Eller. Nope, I don't like what I see. I'm going to drop it down low for Heatley. Nope, my player in front. Return feed. Eller, he was tied up. Pench Tamurnis. This is the time to pench. Not a lot of time left in the period. We can hear the clock ticking down. Rakshani for Eller in the corner, and that'll be it. And there will be no shot at the end of the period. Strong effort from the Canadiens. Very strong first period effort. How was this possible? The Bruins have 2 shots on goal. 2! In the first period of play, a whole 2 shots is all that they can muster. We had 7. We have a really good shooting percentage right now as a team. 2 goals on 7 shots. It's impressive. But even more impressive than that is limiting the Bruins' chances to just 2. Now, that will change as the game rolls on here, I guarantee you. But we have stifled them. We have a game plan for this Boston Bruins team, and it's worked out. That's the 3rd one on net. Uh-oh, I lost it with Krug. That's the 4th one on goal. And there's a penalty. And is it 2? Okay, it's 1. It's just the 1 penalty. Former Bruin, Brad Marchand to the box. Puck was rimmed around. I was trying to be the first man to get there to it, and I was not, of course. Vatanen draws the trip from Brad Marchand, who will have to sit in the box. Hopefully for the full 2 minutes. It was 1 shot on goal the first time around for the Bruins power play. 1 shot at even strength in period 1, and 1 shot on goal on the power play in period 1. Very impressive work from the Canadiens defense, especially when you've seen the way they've broken the puck out tonight. You see these plays off the rush. Well, not so fast, Sagan. The highlight reel deeks belong to me. At least in this series they do. That was nearly a freebie for Su Kai-Ming. Hip check supreme and a stick check supreme from Subban. Given to Ming. He gathers now. There's the oh no, not so fast, son. And go pick that up, Hedman. Shoot it. He didn't. He definitely didn't shoot it. What the hell was that, Hedman? Back check supreme from Hedman to get this puck here, Subban. Who is that? You know what? I'm going to skate it. I'm going to skate it. Look at this Mr. PK Subban, man. Someone went offside, yes. Duchesne? Who went offside? They really ruined that rush. They ruined that rush play for Subban. Oh, I didn't even see that play happen. Or maybe I did. I wasn't paying. I'm not, to let everybody be aware, I'm not always paying attention to what's going on in the background of a play. I'm focused on what the puck is doing and where the puck's going for the most part. So if I miss a big body check that happens in the lower part of the screen or even off screen, I don't see it. That was a dangerous play by Price. I don't know why he left the puck there. I didn't tell him to do that. LeBlanc, puck retrieval. Oh my gosh, that was dirty. I mean, not the dirtiest deke I've ever seen, but Louis LeBlanc, man, oh my god, he is a revelation. We have seen multiple moves, the hand-eye coordination on full display in this game from number 22. Berge and Subban are going at it as center ice. I would like to see a fight between those two players, but that's not really very realistic, is it? Is the hands of LeBlanc realistic in this game? That's another question I have to ask. Unbelievable work on display here tonight from number 22 in a Canadiens jersey. Su Kai-Ming, shorthanded face-off win. We want to risk this through over the net, but that's fine. I can live with it. Eller, board pinned. We're going to get help from Ming. Back to the point. Krug now back down low. Off the bench, Kamayev. Oh, my God. He was dusted into by one of the Bruins defenders. We'll go back to the point here. Subban walk middle. Subban. Fake out Luch. Luch is slow. You should be able to skate around him. You should be able to skate circles around Lucic. Well, that was just way too easy. There was no way they should have had the puck out that quickly. Get to that, Krug. D. Not in the Price. That was dangerous. Off the boards and out the center. Bickle will skate after it. Vatanen can hear the skates of Bickle in the back, behind him in the background. Flung in, cross corner by the Bruins. I'm going to do a puck chop, which is something I don't... Well, never mind. I tried the puck chop. For some reason, the game didn't let me. We'll wrist it along the boards there. Gallagher on the retrieval from the rim around. Slapping in. Bickle go get... Bickle's been on a long shift. He does need to go on a change. But dumped in again. Cross corner, second time in a row. We actually have time to settle this and look up. See what my options are. It's help from Subban. Patch ready. Will stop. Cut to the boards. Puck shield around these two guys. Strong move on the forehand by Patch ready. Couldn't hold on to the puck. We get it free. In front, centered for Marchand. We'll put it on. Have we seen Marchand score a goal in this series? I don't think we've seen from Brad Marchand in the form of a goal in this series against his former team. That much would put a smile on my face for this playoff round. There we go. It has to be dangalicious if he's going to score one. That's the delay of game. Yes, it is. And sometimes that's why it's not such a bad idea to do the deke. Maybe the puck gets loose and Tuukka Rask can't help himself. I think he's been the biggest problem for the Boston Bruins in this series. I think Tuukka Rask, the goaltender alone, has probably racked up the most penalty minutes for the Bruins in this series. The amount of times he's thrown it out of play. That needs to be our new game plan. Just throw it in and make him make a mistake with it. Krejci to the outside. Get on Krejci. Lead that along for Kamayev. Ming, you go wide with it, and I'll pump it out wide to you. Drop pass across D and back to Eller. I want to get the power play set up. I want to get it rolling. Krug operates near the corner. That was a big hit given from Vatanen. Hedman is a man on a mission on this back check. Absorbed contact by Krejci. Will lead it into Ming, but it was knocked down by the Bruins before it could get to Ming. Hamilton sends it in and out of play. Tucky Hamilton. He slapped it from the other end of the rink and out of play. Just clean out of play. Yeah, we waited too long with Torrey Krug. And Vatanen, he smashes the former Bruin into the corner of the rink there, into the rink boards. 60 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Canadiens. Seidenberg chooses to clear. It rolls toward the kick strip down here behind Carey Price. Tamernis, you got to help out LeBlanc, who's had hands of gold in this game. Just no goal yet to show for it. He's going to skate it. Look at all the space we have on the right side, and some dumb nutsack just went offside for my team. It was Matt Duchesne. Testicle face going offside. I don't even know what that means. I don't know why he is one, but I'm calling you one now. LeBlanc losing it. Hands were not gold enough on that play. Last 30 to go on the power play. The power play is basically going to be over. Oh, Duchesne, go Duchesne. You can be my testicle face any day of the week here if you can get me a goal. LeBlanc, it was put in into the goal crease. Kept in by Tamernis. We're going to swing it. Down low, patch ready. Shot into Rask. Cleaned up by the Bruins, taken away by Boston, and they survive a threatening power play opportunity there for the Montreal Canadiens. Saucer to no one. Icing? That's an icing. There's no debating. That's an icing. All right, coffee time. Man, LeBlanc, I told you, LeBlanc has scored a lot of goals on the backdoor, on a backdoor pass like that behind the D in this playoff run. He almost did it again there. Tuukka Rask was the quickest man to that puck, though. Settled by Tamernis, and we'll dump it, but we got to be hard charge after the puck here. LeBlanc, pick up off the boards. LeBlanc is muscled into. Look at Rask. Rask in the goal crease, trying to keep it out by any means necessary right now. Up the boards. I got to get help here. LeBlanc charges in, off the glass and out. Barely avoided a delay of game penalty. Maybe the hands were indeed enough. We will force a face-off in the Boston zone off of that clear by Louis LeBlanc. If I can win this, I got a one-timing set play one-timer if I can get it at the point on the blue line. Win. Boom. Oh, what the hell was that pass? Okay, well, that's not part of the set play, Dumoulin. Ryder, rebound, goal, scores. 2-1 game. All because of a missed play on the blue line. So I had a set play in mind, and it went all to sham. Michael Ryder, former Hab, scores with the Bruins on the Canadiens. Shoots once, saved by Price. I think Price has a very decent chance at making the second save as well, but I don't blame Price. We made a mistake. Not only did we make a mistake with the puck, we made a mistake with the puck at the attacking zone blue line, which is just a no-no. You cannot do that at any level, but specifically not the NHL. Bickle is really pissed off. He really reamed into one of those players. Go! Oh, Gallagher, he tried. He had a burst of speed, man. He was a big energy ball on that breakaway. He didn't have a lot of space to work with when he picked that puck up. I'm going to chip this behind me. Bickle didn't read the play very well that I wanted to do. Subban out of position here. Hedman's got to cover for his D partner, and cover we will. Bickle, nice moves. Getting it out of harm's way. We're going to dump that in cross corner. Eller fish after it. Well, it'll go into the goaltender. Tuukka Rask has better thoughts about what to do with this one. He won't take a delay of game penalty on that one. We're getting a replay of a dump-in? We're getting a replay of a dump-in. Wow, Brendan Gallagher, do you see what kind of magic you're pulling off here? 7 shots on goal now for the Bruins. And they have found the back of the net tonight. Dumoulin just wide, but he's going to get after his own chance. Swipes it to the corner for Heatley. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here with it. Heatley, the Heatmeister. Poke checked away by Tuukka Rask, and then carried away by Ferland and the Bruins here. Ferland to the wing. He will dump it in after it on the forecheck. That'll be a penalty, won't it? Is that not a holding penalty? Did I hold up Desharnais? Well, no, apparently I didn't. I'm going to lead that along there. Heatley, it's a little behind him, and we're going off on a change to make that worse. It was just a bad pass to begin with, and then we went on a line change. Danny Heatley said, yeah, you know what? I think I'll just make a change here. Patch ready. Nice inside-out move. A second time. Nice. Okay, just a little too... Whoa! Just a little too much. Where did that come from? Who did that? Who batted that out of midair? Back up top. Tamernis, he's not even in the play. He just zoned out on that one. Tamernis just zoned out. He was in his own little world. He didn't even react to the pass back to the blue line. He didn't even try to skate to it. Put on Tamernis, clean it up. Get back in Canadiens land here. Get out of your own world out there. Man, Pacioretty is a dog. Look at that shift. He was a dog. Bergeron on the breakaway. And goal. Tie game. I tried to defend that as hard as I could, but he was in the clear. Can't say that this is not an entertaining game, at least. Look at me. I'm trying with Tamernis. I tried everything. I tried to hook him. I tried to take a penalty. That was a nice move by Berge, though. Forehand to backhand. He really pulled Price right out of position. You cannot give number 37 a breakaway. I don't even know how they got the breakaway in that scenario. I'm going to have to watch the clip back because I don't even know how that formed. I don't have a problem with the way we're playing, especially on D. I don't have anything wrong. I don't have any problems with the way we're playing. We have we've made two really bad mistakes in this game that have led to goals, and they both come off of breakaways basically. Both goals have come off of breakaways. Just two mistakes. I don't even know what the mistake was on the Bergeron goal. The Bergeron. Why did I say Bergeron? Because I was trying to say Berge and Bergeron at the same time. Get on the boards, on the wing. There you go, LeBlanc. This is just a man that I want to have the puck right now. Back door. Oh, it just kerfuffled Su Kai-Ming, who passes it to no one. No one at the point. All right. Subban, you're going to be flushed out by a forechecker, so you're going to have to make this play quick. There it is, up to Kamayev. I'm going to punch this with a saucer pass. Stay on side. Just such a weird time for a line change again. Such a strange time to go for a line change right there. I keep frantically checking over to make sure that the audio is recording. I got a little bit different setup going here today. Saucer in front. Oh, it hit Eller's feet. It hit him in the feet. Nice play to run over Ferland, but the puck has got to go to the blue line here. Tamernis shot. Whoa, muffled save by Tuukka Rask. Time's running out on the period. In front for Eller. How did he make the save? Calm and composed as ever. Tuukka Rask keeps the game level at 2. Look at this feed, low to high. Whoop. We kind of banked that puck off of Rask by Rakshani. It was fed into Lars Eller on the backhand. All right, if we get that one-timer at the blue line, I want to actually execute this time. Okay, execute it. Oh, no, not again! Not again! Never again! Oh, God, no. Ryder, and he's on his own rebound again, much like before. We made the same mistake twice in a row. Oh, my God. Brad Marchand. Oh! It went from one disaster on one end to a near disaster on the other. Windmill move by Marchand, and he almost tucked it 5-hole. Who took him out of the play at the end? Was it Lyles? I think it was Lyles. I can't tell who took it. Someone really just ran Marchand into the boards at the end of that play. We should have pulled the goaltender. 4.3 to go. We didn't win the faceoff, so it matters not. Hit Vatanen. Board pin him. Board pin Vatanen and get out of the period. Man, I mean, it was so close at the end to being a 3-2 lead for Boston, and then the literal next play, that's his goal, right? That's Ryder's goal. He had another breakaway in the same fashion that Carey Price denied on this save. No, that's Bergeron's goal. I take that back. So as I was saying, so close to being 3-2 Boston on one end of the rink. And then the immediate next play, back down the rink the other way with Brad Marchand. Almost a 3-2 game for the Canadiens. We are tied entering period 3. We have had a really exciting game. Really good game 4, good elimination game, all that you can ask for. Icing against the Canadiens to open the period. This is what Dougie Hamilton does and has done in the real world. Before he went to New Jersey and he ended up injured all the time. He knew Dougie Hamilton knows how to score. He's a really good offensive player. I remember when my Canes picked up Hamilton, I was actually really excited when the Canes made that trade. I keep saying we, but when the Canes made that trade for Dougie Hamilton, I was really excited because Hamilton knows how to score from the blue line. And he worked out nicely when he was here. But for ever since he went to New Jersey, it just seems like they made absolutely 100% the right move. He's been injured ever since he arrived in New Jersey. Come on, Marchand. Krug bat away at it. They got a couple of former Bruins looking to get on the score sheet there. And when Dougie was in Calgary, he just scored goals. The amount of goals that guy was scoring, if you look at his stats, it was just impressive, the things that guy can do from the blue line. But it's like I said, been a really tough spell for Dougie ever since he arrived in New Jersey. He hasn't been able to stay healthy, and I don't know that I haven't looked at his stats, honestly, since he went to New Jersey. I don't feel like he's produced nearly the same way. But like I said, he's been banged up almost every season since he's gone to New Jersey. It's been a tough spell of luck for Dougie Hamilton. Very likable guy, likable player. Easy to cheer for, quiet guy, just really good hockey player. Shoot, low, rebound. Ming was not able to get to that. We have been easily the more aggressive team offensively in this game, but the problem is we've given Boston the more quality chances. And here comes another one. What in the world, Krejci, was that? I mean, they may not have a ton of shots on goal, but the quality of the chances they got. Well, if you pulled that off, stay with this play. Su Kai Ming down low for LeBlanc. There it is. Return feed to the point. That was interesting. That was creative. Rock Shawnee was looking to plant himself in front, get himself a rebound goal. Oh, well, the puck's here. I thought it was at center ice. Off the blocker. Hedman up against Ferland. Ferland back toward the point. Lyles. What the hell happened to Hedman? I didn't have any control of him, even though I technically had control of him. I didn't have any control over what he did. Blocker saved by Price. This game is starting to get out of hand. Louis LeBlanc. There's a windmill. There's a second move. There's a puck shield move. Oh, yeah! Louis LeBlanc! It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. Oh, back-to-back games, we got highlight reel dangles around the defense. And is it Ian Cole? I don't know who it is. You can absolutely eat one. Watch that puck going to the back of your net, buddy. I hope I did not clip the hell out of the microphone in celebration, but that was unreal by Louis LeBlanc. It was a matter of time before he got one. He did it with Su Kai Ming in the last game against Boston in this arena. We're going to dump this in. I'm feeling it now. The fluids are flowing. The juices are flowing for me now. Maybe the fluids are flowing, but that might come out wrong. That might not be the terminology that I want to use. Back down low, pass ready. Oh, look at it. Creative Terminators all over the ice. Go Canadiens. Beat up on the Bruins. We've got elimination factor at hand tonight. Dumped in by Boston. That was a weird bouncing puck for Torrey Krug. I got to look for my options here. It's just going to be D to D. Out of reach for Pacioretty. Seidenberg peels away with it. Cutting away from the pressure. Pedersen to the cross corner. I don't think that was intended to be a dump in. Stick lift against Ryder. We're involved in the battle now. Krug out of the corner against Ryder. And a nice stick on Ryder. And a deke around Ryder. And a breakout pass just missing Gallagher. Bickle. Oh, Bickle! He wants to get one of his own. That was the perfect time to do that, Deke, and it was mostly just to avoid a big body collision, which we see happen to the Bruins off the zone entry with that hip check. I need help. I need protection. I need protection. Not the sexual protection variety necessarily right now, but I need it. Nice play. Eves sends it down low behind Price. We're going to wrist it back where it came from. Up high to Heatley. Slap shot off the entry. Oh, my God. What the hell? What was that? Why did the puck come back so far off the glass? I would have thought the glass would have shattered before it would have done that. Puck retrieval by Subban. We're going to go D to D. We've given the Bruins plenty of time to make that line change, but we're going to dump it in ourselves. Heatley's been on for a while, I feel like. He just slapped the puck off the glass a couple of moments ago. Good play on Brassard. We got to shadow him all the way up and down the rink. We pin him into the boards. Saved by Price. We'll take the whistle. There's almost too much for me to keep up with between the commentary and the gameplay. It's just everything's happening so quickly for me. Coffee. I made a real bad mistake there with Torrey Krug. I kind of panicked, and in my moment of panic, I handed the puck to Desharnais. We've got to win this on the backhand. We got Britney Spears Toxic playing over the PA, but in the style of Deftones. Hell yeah. I love it. It actually makes that song so good. You can find it on YouTube. Louis LeBlanc. You can find it on YouTube. I don't know if it's still on YouTube anymore. I downloaded the video, so I'd always have it. Nice play by LeBlanc. That's Babchuk. Cut back. Board pin. That's fine. Down low for LeBlanc. Back to Babchuk, but just knocked out of reach by a Bruins player. We got to hustle back for this because look at Caron. He is a steam train after this puck. What was I saying? Yeah. So I don't know if it's still on YouTube, but if you search it on YouTube, you can find Britney Spears Toxic in the style of Deftones. And you'll hear one of the more awesome songs in the world, especially if you love Deftones. It almost sounds like a Flyleaf song. Makes that song very good, very listenable to me. Actually, there's a great comment on the YouTube video. Oh, hold on, 1 second. Oh, whoa! Why? Why the spin move? Pacioretty, why a spin move? It was so unnecessary. He had the move done, and he did a spin move. In the goal crease, in the blue paint, in the literal blue paint. In the literal blue paint, he did a spin move. Back up to Pacioretty, we're going to dump it, but I will not because of Brassard's stick. They were offside anyway. Oh, I knew I was going to get hit, so I kind of tried to protect myself there with Duchesne so he didn't get injured. I can't have my top line players getting hurt here. Oh, man, what was that deke? That was a one-handed push deke. That's what I'm going to call that, one-handed push. I don't know how you do a one-handed push. I just pressed a bunch of buttons and I performed a magical combination. Oh, we didn't even try to pick the puck up there with Crew. Come on. There has to at least be an attempt. This is still a one-goal game, by the way, guys. Let's not fluster around with this here. Penn Furland. We did not. Block it. It's coming from the point cover. Good game right now. 4:33 to go. The Bruins are within 1 goal of forcing overtime at this stage of things, but it is 1 empty net goal as well away from sending the Canadiens to the conference final, having won 8 straight games to start this playoffs. That would be a feat in and of itself. How far did we go against the Buffalo Sabres back when we won the Season 4 Stanley Cup? How many games in a row did we win before Buffalo eventually beat us? I don't remember. Marchand, oh! That was a good try and a big rebound as well. We're going to run into Vatson and run into him. We did. Stick on the ice. Stick in the lane. Yeah! Look at my prowess on D. Sagan puts one on. Price, you got to be a dog here. Carey Price. Sagan smothered. Cover. Penalty taken. I'll take the penalty all day long. We kept the puck out. The net was open. All they had to do was gather the puck and shoot it into the open. Look at Price. I mean, the penalty was the right thing to do there to keep the puck out. That was the absolute right thing to do. We're not going to have an empty net scenario during the shorthanded kill, by the way. Ooh, I don't like that. Immediate shot off the faceoff. Su Kai Ming, I may have to use my timeout on this shorthanded kill. Get out of his face. Get off of his face, bro. Just a 1 assist on 7 points for Su Kai Ming. He's a selfish asshole. Come on, get me the puck. I want to clear this. I'm tired of all these chances for the Bruins. LeBlanc, we can't take chances here. No, we got caught defensively. A little flat-footed there. Tamerna shadows and makes a good play with the stick. Get back on D. That's LeBlanc's job. He's got to put the pressure on the puck carrier at the neutral zone. Nice. LeBlanc. We can do it again. We can become the destroyer of worlds. Oh, we will! We will! Why is he so good? That was pretty Nardicles. What a goal by Louis LeBlanc. We don't need an empty net. That was totally Nardicles, bro. Both goals that LeBlanc has scored in this game have been highlight reels, where he has completely deked around the defense. Completely deked the entire defense out of their jock straps. Hedman is in a battle here. Perron throws it. Marchand chopped and out to center ice. There is no escape, Boston. There is absolutely no escape. You cannot escape your destiny. I just wanted to slap that down the rink. So satisfying right now. I mean, for us, this was simultaneous. What a hit by Krug. This was simultaneously not a must-win game for us, and it was a must-win. It's not a must-win in the sense that... Oh, what a save on Sagan! Well, we didn't need to win this game to keep our play out. Can he do it again? Hat trick in style? Not quite. Nice stick lift on McEwen. If we can, we'll put the second line out there with LeBlanc to get the hat trick to salt away the wounds of the Boston Bruins. We got to do it here. Oh my gosh, that would have been amazing. Did you see what I nearly did and how we could have set that goal up? The goaltender's out. Tuukka Rask is out. Please tell me that LeBlanc is on the ice. There he is! Get him the puck headman, you absolute dick. You unseemingly dick. And we'll take a penalty. I'm going to take a timeout. I've taken my timeout. I don't know. Is LeBlanc on the PK? Oh, he's not out here, is he? I skipped the replay, but we know all. Okay, we all know that it was a tripping penalty. Oh, who's trying to go out? You know, we don't need any fights. We're just trying to advance to the conference final right now. I don't want any fights. No injuries, nothing, especially Brad Marchand, of all people. They've got these insta shots off the face-off to a T. They know how to set that up perfectly. LeBlanc is... Okay, LeBlanc is out there with Duchesne. That was the right call. Hat trick incoming. Get it to him. No! No! They do have the goalie pulled, right? The AI know to pull the goaltender. Yeah, there's 6 guys on the ice, isn't there, for Boston? I believe there is. Let me see. Where's LeBlanc? No! Yes! Yeah! The hat trick! And there it is. Empty net hat trick with 9.9 to go. I just wanted him to get 3 goals on the night. Now, that one was not a dangalicious goal, but it doesn't need to be when the net is open. You don't need to deke out the defenders to score that one. This guy is setting himself up to be a hero of the Canadiens, and we are now 8 for 8 in our first 8 games of this playoff run that we're on. Back to the conference final. We're going to make it. It's a guarantee. It's a slam dunk for the Canadiens. The question is, who is going to be our third-round opponent? Play LeBou. Oh, I didn't clear it. Play LeBou. What a satisfying feeling this is. We are shaping up to potentially become a dynasty. By the way, we are on superstar difficulty. I don't want to hear anybody doubt me. We are on superstar difficulty. Modified sliders. I can't believe I've done this. Am I just too good for the CPU? We will shake the hands of the Boston Bruins on a well-fought series, well-earned victory for the Habs. I can't believe that we swept the first 2 rounds. I just didn't see that coming. Who's it going to be? Who is it going to be in the conference final? Carolina. It will be the Carolina Hurricanes. All right, that's my team in the real world. For those of you that don't know, I am a Hurricanes fan from North Carolina. So we're going to be taking on my hometown Hurricanes in the conference final in round 3. We've swept it to get here. It's going to be very exciting. Obviously, we will preview the Carolina Hurricanes. By the way, they are defending Stanley Cup finalists and won the Stanley Cup final all the way back in 2015, 2016. That would be season 3. So they would be I believe the season 3 Stanley Cup champions. So for those of you that don't know this or haven't seen it in the previous episode, Carolina played Phoenix in that Stanley Cup final in 2015, 2016. Here's your Western Conference winner from 2015-2016. 2 years later, Phoenix wins the Stanley Cup, this time against the Carolina Hurricanes in 2017-2018. So those 2 teams rematched for the Stanley Cup 2 of the last 3 years. And like I said, Carolina is a 2-time Stanley Cup finalist and 1-time Stanley Cup winner in this GM mode. We've looked at their roster in the past. but I will take a full view of their roster and a full view of their stats to this point in the playoffs. At the start of the next episode, which will begin the conference final for us, we'll take a look at who remains in the playoff tree right now. And in that playoff tree, Phoenix and Winnipeg. That's a good... No freaking way. Hold on. We could have a... Excuse me, I just burped. We could have a Carolina-Phoenix final again? Not if I have anything to say about this. I want the Habs to get back to the final. Could you imagine a Winnipeg-Montreal final? All Canadian Stanley Cup final, I want it. I do. I want to play Winnipeg in the final. So Winnipeg, you better do your job. You better do your due diligence and beat the former Winnipeg Jets. Remember, the original Jets 1.0, moved from Winnipeg to Phoenix to become the Coyotes. So we got the battle of the old Jets and the new Jets in the conference final, basically. But this should be a good one, and should be a really good one. Carolina, Montreal, they do have a little bit of playoff history. For those of you, and I'm going to upset some Habs fans with this one, the Miracle at Molson, I remember it. I was a little kid when the Miracle at Molson happened way back in 2002. And, of course, the Canadiens and the Hurricanes met in, I believe it was the quarterfinals, round 1 of 2006, the year that my Hurricanes went on to win the Stanley Cup. If you don't remember that series, that was the series where Cam Ward came in relief in net, and he never looked back to eliminate the Canadiens in that series. But anyway, that's enough about that, about playoffs past for the Hurricanes. We're looking forward to potentially advancing to our 3rd Stanley Cup final of the GM mode. Could you imagine? We'll see you in the next one.